In this video, I'll be talking about work IQ. Now, before I go into work IQ, let me give you a brief understanding about the different IQs that are currently available. This was introduced by Microsoft in the recent Ignite event. Now, work IQ, basically, when you think of work IQ, think Microsoft 365. Basically, from a Microsoft 365 agent development perspective, you get to see an operation of intelligence across the Microsoft 365 suite's data. Now, when you build an agent, that agent is smart enough to understand your work behavior, how you work, what are your different preferences. So that focuses on Microsoft 365 ecosystem. Similarly, we have a Foundry IQ. Foundry IQ basically unifies us and centralizes access to knowledge to ground every agent with the right context. So that's mainly about agent development and Microsoft Foundry. Then there is Fabric IQ. So Fabric IQ brings a meaning to the data within the Fabric ecosystem. So that includes ontology, that includes semantic model, and other metadata within the Fabric ecosystem. Now, work IQ is the intelligent contextual layer behind Microsoft 365. So, when you think about work IQ, think about Microsoft 365 Copilot. So, any agent development you do in M365 Copilot, the context which the agent gets is through that work IQ. Now, it is a layer that basically teaches Microsoft AI to be an expert in your specific job. So every user is different, every user's job role is different. So unlike a generic assistant, which is basically tailored around giving some generic responses, work IQ based agents will help you understand you as so you are being kept as like the center of the attention, and you get that responses on basis of your behavior, on basis of your job role. Now it is a new intelligence AI layer, basically designed to power M365 Copilot and other AI agents that you built along with it. Work IQ provides contextual understanding. So this word is important. Contextual understanding for AI agents and Copilot. Now, when I say contextual understanding means, like say, take for example, in Microsoft 365 ecosystem, now there are different applications like there is SharePoint, there is OneDrive, there are other applications like Teams. Now, and even Outlook. Now, what Work IQ does is like it basically first understands the entire system. So there is a data, there is a memory, and there is an inference. So first point of action is like data. It collects the data. Now, for from a user perspective, what kind of data? So there might be files, there might be documents, there might be meetings, there might be any emails, and there might be some work habits like the way you communicate, the way you interact with a copilot. So it studies all this information, stores the context in the memory, and then infer or provides the result on basis of the data and the memory pattern. So it helps Copilot knows you, your job, and your company. Now, work IQ, this is the diagram which I've taken from the Microsoft site. So if you see here, work IQ is in the center, and then there are other pieces over here like M365, SharePoint, there's OneDrive, there's Teams, there's Outlook, there's Forms, there's Clipchamp, there's Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote. So collects information from all these different systems and then provides you the context. So WorkIQ integrates data from email, file, meetings, chats with the user memory. It infers how individual works, how they collaborate and analyze the work pattern. So basically it is woven like so it's woven into everyday apps like the Word, Outlook, Excel. So it is not only specific to one specific agent which you build using M365 Copilot, but then it is woven into everyday apps like Word, Outlook, Excel, PowerPoint, Teams, etc. It understands your style, patterns, and the relationship of individual. It provides more personalized. So it is all about providing those more personalized and contextually aware AI experience for an end users. It helps predict the next best action by data inferencing. So, be it an email, be it a meeting schedule, be it like any task which is about to come in the near future, it helps predict that next best action by inferencing from data across Microsoft 365. Now, what are the three different pillars within work IQ? So, first one is data. Now, that's important, data, because it all starts from here. Then we have memory, and then we have an inference. Now, data. So, gathering the signal from M365 activities like emails, chats, files from Microsoft Graph. So Microsoft Graph plays an important role in first gathering this information, establishing that relationship, and then taking all this data and then building the work memory. So what it does is like it tries and understands your habit. What tools do you use? What are the different common topics you basically have asked the copilot? And also it, and who are your frequent collaborators? So it takes into consideration all this information and then builds something called as work memory. Once that is done, on basis of the data you collect and on basis of the work memory, which includes the habit, tools, topics, and the collaborator, it basically suggests the insight. It can provide you the next best action, or it can predict the needs. So this is how the work IQ basically functions. Now, in M365 Admin Center, if you want to configure your agents, basically you can navigate to M365 Admin Center by navigating to admin.cloud.microsoft. And then from here, you will be able to see a couple of options like the Copilot and agents. Now, Copilot is solely focused on Copilot based agents. Agents is like a unified platform. Basically, it allows you, it's like a control plane which allows you to view all the agents you build within your Microsoft tenancy, be it an agent built using Copilot Studio, Copilot Studio Lite, or any other agents like be it an Azure AI or AI Foundry based agents. Now there are various options which you can see over here in the Copilot. So you can configure, you can add a connection which you can use across your agents to improve the insights and information provided by Copilot agents and Microsoft Search. You can configure the billing policy for your agent, and then there are various settings like the user access, which helps you configure the self-service purchase, enabling Opal, configuring the pay-as-you-go billing, Copilot in Edge, Bing, and Windows. And from a data access perspective, how users can basically create and use your agents. So you have an agents, how who can access the agent, who can share agents with the organization, and what kind of apps are allowed to install, whether it is built or created by Microsoft, created by external publisher, or built by your organization. And then there are other things like Copilot actions, like Copilot disclaimer, Copilot image generation enablement, Copilot in the Teams meeting. So all these things can be configured within this particular system. Now, other settings includes Copilot custom dictionary. But now, when you see this new option, agent, basically it's a control plane. It will give you that agent register. It will give you the publisher of the agent. It will show you how many agents have been built with other technologies or Copilot Studio or Copilot Studio M365 Agent Builder or Copilot Studio Lite. And then you get to see whole bunch of agents which are currently available. You can see the registry, like whether the agent is missing an owner, whether the agent has been blocked, or you can block an agent, you can deploy an agent, you can selectively control the agent. And also, if you get a request within your ecosystem of the different channel type, different publisher type, different state type, you can view all those requests over here. Likewise, there are tools as well, like there are a couple of tools which have been used within the M365 tenancy, MCP servers, which are available and then which are blocked. Now you can go ahead and block individual agent as well. And then there are different agent settings, which allows you to configure the template, configure the user access, configure how the agents are shared, and what are the different allowed agent types. So so that's it, folks. This is all about work IQ. So whenever work IQ comes into picture, remember the three pillars: data, memory, and inference. Data gathers the signal from M365 activities. Memory builds the work memory, and inferences infer from the data and the memory and the pattern, like the habits, tools, frequent collaborator, and the common topics which the user is been interacting with those particular ecosystem. So that's all about work IQ. Thanks for watching.